often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ole Miss offense will get first crack at it here. Ole Miss really put it on the Bayou Bengals the last time these two met, and anytime you take a rival behind the woodshed like that, it feels good.
It feels good, and they loved every second of it. And I think it was taunting. It was...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Dropping back, it's Cummings. He's got him. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on them.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Cummings. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Rebels in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Ends it off on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offense as early this season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on third. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Cummings. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. wants to toss it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got the back over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line to get to the QB.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
A lot of coaches will tell you they've got a play chart that they're going to get certain guys the ball in certain situations. Nice job getting a guy with speed around the edge on a reverse. He's got some space out wide. Nice job exploding, getting to the open field, and most importantly, getting the 1st down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Look out, he's got room. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Motion from the back. The inside handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Clock grinding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead now 5 here in the second. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to get back to the second half of a flowery but fierce rivalry, the conclusion of the Magnolia Bowl.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Scanning the field is Cummings. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Strong, firm tackle. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 11 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got his man in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Cummings. Quarterback on the move, still looking. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've been running it, but now the pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Unloads quickly. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Dropping back, it's coming. Fakes to grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. 1st and 10 coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. keeps slinging it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football. I got the lead. The clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick screen to the speedster outline. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Zings it complete to the right. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. It's a draw. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Rebels send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Pulls it in. It's Lynch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's got it on the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise that the O-line gets called for holding. Going to swing it on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on third down, Now this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
It is important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cummings. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They're setting up the screen. Nice move there. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to throw, it's Cummings. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll move the tight end. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. Ole Miss gets the daily double. They win the Magnolia Bowl and beat LSU. And as always, they take victory in the tailgate. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.